I love the way you said security and variety. Is that the way you described those two things? Yeah, because in psychoanalysis, there's this notion of desire and drive, and desire is conscious and drive is unconscious. And desire is for things, for a nice cup of coffee, a nice meal with friends. It's also for, you want peace and you want kind of security in your life. So desire kind of focuses around that, and we're conscious of that. Drive, and this is a bit more bizarre, but it'll kind of, I think we'll unpack it more today, but is about lack. It's where we get enjoyment from not getting. And we as human beings kind of weirdly have to bring these two things together. So it sounds like this lady has found actually quite an interesting way of managing those aspects, because she enjoys, for example, remodeling a house, making it the way she wants, but then she also enjoys the creative process, the not having, the kind of moving towards something.
It's not getting it that's making her happy, it's the pursuit that's making her happy.
Exactly, and she's found a healthy way, because if you don't find a healthy way of doing that, we talked about this with the love episode, if you don't find a healthy way to enjoy that experience, it'll come out in unhealthy ways. So drive and desire. It's funny, we don't experience drive, we don't see it, it's unconscious. Like we never think, I actually enjoy not getting something, or we don't think like that, but there is this pleasure to breaking everything open, starting again, recreating.
It's sort of like seeking in a way, right? So it's the seeking for her that I don't think she's looking at it as unhealthy because someone else in her life is saying, hey, you just did that. But maybe what your husband needs to realize here is that as opposed to the pursuit of happiness, it's more about the happiness of pursuit in your case. And it's not going to be about reaching for me, I'm a bit of a completist, even though I know that's an error in my own ways, because it's never going to be complete. Your house is not going to be finished, right? Because especially with a personality like Emma's, she's going to want to continue to change things, to improve things, because she needs that variety in order to feel fulfilled.
Yes.
Is it possible for Emma, or for anyone for that matter, to actually look at that drive, that unconscious? Is there a way for us to at least, because when I think of Emma, it's like there is a drive obviously that's happening with her. Can she maybe dig deep, see where that drive is coming from, and find other ways besides constantly redecorating her house to kind of fulfill that drive?
Yeah, that's a great point. And I think we can. The funny thing is, I would argue that weirdly we can never directly see it, because it's almost like consciously, and this comes back to the anxiety thing actually, is so consciously we are in the realm of utilitarianism, and we maximize our pleasure, we minimize our pain, we're pursuing things that we want, and so consciously that's all we ever see. That's the Nietzschean will to power. But our unconscious, there's this weird thing where we actually directly desire the not having. We desire to shake things up. And what I would say is, the way you said it was beautiful, is that you become aware of that dimension of yourself. You make space for that dimension of yourself, but you can never get rid of it. This is almost coming back to that you can't lack the lack. The lack will always be there, and it's about how to enjoy it, how to find a way that is beneficial. So for example, if you're always redecorating and you're going through your money and it's going to actually damage you financially, then one has to find a better way to express that lack.
Yeah.
But